Those of you familiar with this channel may be aware of my borderline obsessive love for the gaming masterpiece that is Star Wars TIE Fighter, as I reference it endlessly and often without warning in many of my videos. In 1998, Totally Games ported the venerable space shooter to the newer X-Wing vs TIE Fighter engine, and they made a real mess of it. The result was a half-hearted hodgepodge of badly encoded original assets jammed together jarringly with new content. This is often played instead of the collector's edition, with many fans assuming that the latter-day version had to be the superior one due to its texture mapping and resolution. With the release of X-Wing Alliance, a certain group of fans, myself included, patiently waited for an updated release to address those issues. It never came, and the result of that and no subsequent space shooters from Totally Games meant that two teams had to pick up the slack. I've already covered the superb XWVM and their great team, but I've only briefly touched on the TIE Fighter Total Conversion. The original levels were ported to Alliance a long time ago, but it always felt like a proof of concept, and didn't hold a candle to the collector's edition outside of the updated graphics. Well, no more. A user going by the name of Angel joined forces with B-Man, who had been patiently trying to cobble together an updated version of TFTC over the years. With the additional assistance of some experienced volunteers, including members of the brilliant X-Wing Alliance upgrade project, Angel kicked the modding pace into overdrive. The result is two games. The original TIE Fighter campaigns and expansions, but with widescreen support and gloriously remade graphics and remastered audio, and TIE Fighter Reimagined, an enormous rewriting of every single level of TIE Fighter that's currently a work in progress. Reimagined takes advantage of the engine improvements and ship count that Alliance brings to the table, as well as newly voiced audio, brand new graphics, and rewritten briefings. Head over to Angel's channel to check out the absolute chaos that is the result. The link is in the description. But there's another reason I'm so positive about this team and their efforts, and that's because they invited me on to help with the audio. I re-recorded the soundtrack from the original MIDI score and have been remastering and working as a sound engineer for both the original audio and the audio for the reimagined campaign. The result will be a TIE Fighter that is finally accessible to an entirely new generation of pilots who missed out on it the first time around, and a welcome return for those frustrated at Disney's lack of remastering.